All right. I forgot to brush my teeth.
Gross.
Well, I don't know. I kind of get shit all the time for not. I brush my teeth. That's like the
Yeah.
common misconception thing.
I watched the interview, the Q&A with you and Katie, and there
Mm-hmm.
was some whole thing about you not brushing your teeth.
I brush my teeth. I brush them usually like once a day, and then I'll brush them sometimes before I go to bed. But sometimes I'll get into bed and I just don't want to get out of bed.
Isn't that normal, like twice a day?
Yeah, but it's not every day I do that. I brush them every morning before I go to work. And just because usually like morning breath is gross. But anyway, guys, welcome to the podcast.
Episode 4.
Yeah. Welcome to 2021.
Booyah.
New year, new me. I don't know. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No. I mean, I don't really subscribe to that whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the only one I made was gonna be like less phone.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on my phone a lot.
Yeah.
Like to the point where it's like I can't even. I'll just get bummed out when I look at the like
Your feeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like when it because on the iPhone it has that thing where it tells you how long you've been on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just
is
get
it-
bummed out.
Are you bummed out by like news shit, or are you bummed out?
No,
like,
just how long I'm on it.
Oh, okay.
Like to the point where like now like even the girls sometimes will be like, quit playing video games on your phone. I'm like, I'm playing Call of Duty. I can't
Yeah.
just stop. It'll affect my score.
I'm in the middle of a game.
Yeah. That's it. Like that's really the only thing I'll like I just get sucked into that stupid game.
You're really playing Call of Duty?
On my phone, yeah. COD. It's super fun. But I haven't gotten as far as buying shit on the game yet. Because you
Like
can
to
do
like
it.
upgrade your
Yeah, yeah.
guns and shit.
No.
But you were never like much of like a gamer though.
No.
That's why it kind of surprises me.
But it's just fun. Like it's super fun. It kind of has like the what is it in a video game where you can go anywhere?
Just
Like a all terrain type open world or something?
yeah.
Something like
There's
that.
a name for it, but yeah.
It's got one of those. And I'll just play that.
You just walk around.
No, like you have to. It's. I don't know. It's stupid, but you have to like stay in. You have to like the last survivor,
Oh, okay.
and I always get to like the top 3.
Could you just go and hide?
Well, that's kind of no, because you track down guns and you get all your supplies, and then,
Right.
then
you go
like
hide in a bush somewhere.
no, yeah, I guess kind of. I prefer the sniper mode,
Yeah.
so you can just
Pick people up.
hide up on a mountain. So, but for a game on your phone, like the graphics are really good.
But how like I would think the controls would be kind of clunky because sometimes like when you push the screen, it doesn't always work.
Oh,
like,
bro, you got custom settings.
Oh, fuck.
You got to get into that.
Get your own like fucking setup, like your own controller and shit.
Well, no, you can have it to where my microphone. What the fuck? You just aim, and once you aim and it's on a target, then it fires.
Oh, okay.
You can have multiple ones where like you're the one aiming and firing and
Right.
shit. But
That's what I would like because I've played a couple like where it's like like you have like joysticks on your screen and like it was just kind of clunky and I don't know.
yeah,
But I never got into games really like on my phone.
I thought during like the start of all this, the COVID shutdown in March, which we're coming up on a year in like 2. What was it? 2 months? 3 months?
It was February I think when the
March.
shutdown.
No, March 15th was the shutdown. I think.
Oh, well, like February is like when it kind of like started, like
Yeah.
was known, but I don't think it had hit America
No.
hard yet.
But then everybody was kind of like, "Oh, I think I already had this in like December." Like I was going back through my work calendar and I saw that I was out like a bunch in like December and January. But yeah, I guess it would be March 15th for like the first like, okay, we're stopping everything.
Yeah.
But I kind of at the start of this, I was like, that'd be kind of cool, like just being like a video game guy right now. But,
do you
but then
have,
you would become like 400 pounds and just super depressed.
do you have trouble like separating the video game reality from your reality?
I feel that the video games are leading to my violence in society.
Oh
No, that's a stupid argument. That's a stupid fucking argument.
no, well, I don't know. I guess, kids. I mean, I know that kids can like, especially if they grow up and that's all they do. Like they don't socialize outside, and like all their friends are people online who they've never met, but they're their friends. They can have kind of like a dissociative like reality, like where they don't
Oh yeah,
associate. Yeah, like they believe, whatever they hear, and they're kind of raised in this virtual reality.
Yeah.
So they kind of, I don't know, it just kind of drags into their real life.
But that I can kind of put that like on the parents too.
Well, yeah, no, most definitely, because you need to fucking.
That's like with the whole Columbine kids. They were like, oh, they just listened to Marilyn Manson and played violent video games. It's like, yeah, their parents are kind of to blame for like not checking in on them every once in a while too.
Right.
So, I mean, I listen to Marilyn Manson and I don't really play video games, but
Right, and you don't have a fucking arsenal of weapons and bombs either.
no, but we have been talking about getting a gun, and we just haven't actually gotten around to getting a gun yet.
It's a lot easier than you think.
It's just money. Like a handgun is like $400, right?
Mine was 6, but I had to you have to do a background check, and that takes, and then they send your information to the ATF, or I think it's the ATF, and then I think they do the background check, or they just have to basically sign off on it, and then that takes about a month. So then after a month, you get your little card, and then usually, like when you go in to buy a gun, you'll pay for your gun, fill out your form and shit, and then they send that off, and then when everything clears, you just come back and pick up your gun.
Oh, okay. So but I want to take like the course, a safety course.
Oh,
for
well,
it.
yeah. I mean, but you do that on your own. Like you can go to like a range outside or whatever.
Yeah, because that's what I was talking to Katie about. I was like, if we get a gun, like we're both taking this course.
Well, yeah, you're not just be like, yeah, I know what to do.
I think that's how it goes. Right?
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer has a hilarious bit about losing the magazine for his gun and looking around the house for it. And his wife's like, "What are you looking for?" He goes, "You'll know when you find it." So, but yeah, no, I don't. That's my only New Year's resolution is to just get a gun and less screen time.
Yeah.
But I think I've already broken it because I played Call of Duty for like an hour last night.
Yeah, see, that's like
it's bad for your eyes too. My eyes are getting fucked up.
Well, that's my problem is especially like with editing or like doing this kind of shit. I'll take a break from that, but then I'll get caught up watching fucking YouTube's the worst, dude. Because like, I mean, you have that suggestions column, and then it's like you pick a subject, and then you end up killing 3 hours, and you watch fucking how to skin a rattlesnake and pool tournaments and shit like that. Like, what the fuck, dude? And like when it starts like interfering with me getting shit done, like that's when I have to like put myself in check. But it's hard, man.
Yeah, I usually dive into my phone like at night,
Right?
like after, well, like throughout the day too, but like really for like long periods of time will be at night, which is the worst because they're saying the blue light in your phone you're not supposed to look at for 2 hours prior to going to bed.
Well, that's why they have the night setting, the night shift that turns
really?
the screen turns from blue to warm, so your eyes don't. It's on your phone.
Oh, that's like the darker setting.
It
right?
turns a little darker and yellower.
I've been usually like when Katie.
What is this shit? Why is my screen getting dark?
Well, that's what it usually is. Like I'll be laying in the bedroom in the dark with it full blast, and then when Katie comes in, I'll just drop it down to the brightness to 0. So yeah, no, I've seen it like where I'm like across the room, like looking at the clock, and kind of just being like, it's either 12:40 or 12:20.
Is it just like after you like the kids go to bed and you're just like finally have like time alone? You're just like you and Katie just go to your separate corners and just fucking
pretty much like
on your phone.
She'll usually just hang out and watch TV in the living room, and I'll just go in the bedroom and watch stuff on my phone. So, but it's just we're so fucking exhausted, and
I know,
dude, they've been like with Christmas and New Year's, the girls have been home like nonstop.
Well, aren't they home anyway?
No, they've been going to school this whole time.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so like Ruby was out of school for like the last 10 days or something like that. So, I mean, she was fine, but like, last night we tried to do a camp out in the living room.
Yeah.
It was my great idea to blow up the air mattress and like just put their sleeping bags out. And I was like, I'll just sleep with them on the couch. And dude, they could not handle it.
Why?
It was just too much stimulation. Like
Just
Emily was
out of
just
the norm
yeah,
and just too pumped up about it.
yeah, too pumped up. We had a fire going. Like Moana was on. Emily had to dance to every Moana song, and then Ruby was like, "It's too hot in here. Like the fire's too hot." And then it was like, "All right, like fuck it." It ended up working out because it was just a lot of stimulation for them. But then it was like, we'll just go sleep in our beds.
Yeah, I can relate though. Remember having to sleep down here sometimes, and like Dad would stoke the shit out of the fire, and it would just be like 110 down
Oh
here.
yeah. That's why even like after they went to bed, I moved the we have a air mattress on a frame, and I moved it because I was like, dude, if that thing pops.
Oh yeah,
because it's so hot.
well, yeah, the plastic gets all pliable and soft.
Yeah. So, but did you do anything for New Year's?
No, not really. We just sort of hung out, and I mean, fuck, what is there to do? But
Yeah.
I noticed, I guess in like surrounding neighborhoods, there's a lot of like semi-auto or automatic machine guns around here.
Really?
Like I heard like a lot of guns going off.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, like around my vicinity. Like
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so like I kept waiting for, a fucking
Is my truck
bullet.
cool out front?
Yeah. No.
I got the top down, the low.
But yeah, no, I mean we didn't do too much. I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do? I mean,
Yeah.
everything's closed.
Yeah, there was a lot of fireworks going off in our neighborhood.
Yeah, that too. That's why it was kind of hard to discern like what was gunfire, what was.
Yeah, that's always usually like in Sacramento. It's always kind of a fun game to play, especially on 4th of July. But yeah, our neighbors just came over and we did like our social bubble thing, and then you were telling me about the Cyndi Lauper performance that you really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty terrible.
What song did she do?
I'd never even heard of it. I don't know if it was a newer song because it wasn't like an original, like one that was from the '80s or anything. But so I didn't recognize it. But it was just
She only has "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," which is a hit in our house. "True Colors," which is another hit in our house because of Trolls, and then "She Bop," I think. And then I think that's it, man. I don't know any other Cyndi Lauper
we could
songs.
probably play the clip. It was pretty terrible.
I had seen on Google that it was like a bad performance, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't. And then there was just a bunch of like no name people. And what was interesting was that everybody had to be because usually Times Square is just a sea of people.
Oh yeah.
It was they had like it was like parking spots almost, and it was like they only let essential workers.
Yeah, first responders and this.
Yeah, like their families and shit go into like these like they were like in like a
pod.
like a corral, like a pen for like like a petting zoo. Like these people were just in like these little corrals, and so and it was just didn't seem like once the ball dropped, like it was just people like standing around just like clapping and like
it's the New World Order, bro. That's how they're gonna start doing this. We're gonna start getting corralled in.
Right. It was not your normal New Year's, that's for sure.
I've been to Times Square on New Year's, and it is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, but just like the sheer amount of people where you're like, dude, let's get the fuck out of here. If something pops off.
That's what I mean. Like if some major disaster were to happen, you guys would be fucked.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember like turning a corner and you just kind of turn a corner and you're like that. It's literally looks like an ocean. Like just like a lake of people.
Heads,
yeah. And you're just like, well, this is a really neat thing to see. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So,
but it was kind of funny because there was like nobody down on the street level, and then the dude on the roof was just throwing the confetti over, like just big old boxes of it. Just one guy just dumping it.
A really shitty. That probably cost billions of dollars that nobody has.
At least tens of thousands. Yeah. Just dumping these huge boxes of confetti on nobody.
Man.
And then the people have to clean that up.
Yeah, we just had like heavy appetizers. Like I mentioned in a text, I had to kill 4 lobsters.
Yeah.
That was kind of intense.
That was first time doing that. So I thought normally you just fucking throw them in the hot water.
That's considered not humane.
They're crustaceans, though.
Yeah, but it's considered not humane. The humane way is to just stick a knife in their head and just pull the knife down and just basically slice from the brain through the face. Which the first one I did.
That's fucking more humane.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like we were both like, I don't know. Both seems
pretty morbid.
Yeah, they both seem pretty terrible ways to die. But the water, throwing it in hot water would seem like
obviously that's going to prolong the the activity of
because it still moves when it's in the water and everything. But so the first one I did it, and it was like, oh, I don't think that worked. That like yeah, it was going for like a good like 3 minutes before we just dumped it in the water because we thought it was the nerves. Yeah. You know, its nervous system's still going, so we're like, okay, it'll just kind of like die out or whatever, and it kept going. And I was like, I'm just going to put this in the water. And then we watched a video on YouTube on how to do it. And it was like, oh, you did it right, but just go back. They have like their head, their knuckles. So you're supposed to stick it where the first knuckle is and then pull forward.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like just like insects of the sea, right? So, I mean, it's not like.
Delicious insects of the sea.
Right, yeah. There's that.
But I talked to a friend of mine, a chef. And he's like, no, dude, I just rip them apart and throw them in the fucking water. Like, they don't have feelings.
Yeah. They have no soul.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, we just did that. We just did heavy appetizers and hung out with our neighbors, and then they left. And then
Christmas, you guys, well, I mean, that's usually obviously a big event for little kids.
Oh, yeah, the girls got bikes.
Oh, okay.
What else did they get? They got a lot of art shit.
Art shit.
Yeah, like crayons and stuff like that. What else did they get? Yeah, it was like we kept it pretty chill.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, people will just go balls out when you have a kid. Like, it was a great present that we got last year, and it was a food truck, but it was all cardboard, so you had to put it all together and put stickers on it. It was rad, but it was super big. It was like the size of this table. It took me like 2 hours to put together. And I told Katie, I was like, no more of that stuff. Like, if anybody asks, just get them fucking like Amazon gift cards, so that I can use, and they'll never know.
Right. So just anything that you have to assemble, you're not going to get them.
I mean, we had to put the bikes together, but Katie did that one day when she was bored, and she said it was super easy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, how apart do the bikes come?
One of them came like pretty put together. The other one you had to get like a wrench,
spokes in and shit.
No, but like you gotta like, it wasn't hard. It was like a screwdriver and a wrench. It was all that was needed. So,
are they still on trikes? Or are they riding two wheels now?
Emily's is more of like a trike thing, but you can take the training wheels off. Ruby's is a bicycle with training wheels, but she's been jamming on it, so it's all good. And then, yeah, I mean, other than that, we've just been hanging out. But going back to the lobsters, it was kind of traumatic, and it got me thinking. This is a famous discussion that Katie and I have a lot. And I'm sure I've had it with other people too. Like, what animal do you think you could beat to death if you had to? Like, if one of your dogs just went crazy, do you think you could take one of your dogs out?
Do I think I could, or do I like emotionally like find the strength within myself to do it, or like physical strength?
Physical strength.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could snap a dog's neck.
Yeah,
fucking.
I don't think a dog would be that crazy.
No, I mean.
A German Shepherd might be one thing.
Yeah, if it's trained to like, you know, if it knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, a little Schnauzer or something. Yeah,
not like that. No, I'm not talking like that.
Step on it.
Stepping on a dog. But like, say like you're on a walk and a pit bull just rolls up to you and starts biting you.
Oh, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. But do you think if push came to shove, you could take it out?
Kill it?
Yeah. Not emotionally, like there's no emotions.
Yeah.
You're like, no, this
is like fight. You're fighting for your life.
Yeah.
I think it would be hard to get it in that position to be able to like snap its neck when it's fucking biting you. Like, it's biting the shit out of you. It's probably locked onto your arm.
Yeah.
And how are you going to? I don't know. I guess you could just fucking get it in a headlock and just snap it.
I mean, not even like breaking the neck, but like choking it out. Dad choked out Shay.
I've had to choke out a couple of dogs.
Really?
Because,
multiple dogs you've had to choke out?
I've had to choke out. It was mostly Shay, just because she would grab onto Maddie or Millie, and
another dog, not
yeah. And then because at that time I didn't know about like the hind leg thing, like picking them up. So like they can't get traction or whatever. So,
which Shay was a purebred pit bull.
Right, but she was little. She was pretty small.
Yeah.
But so like to try to get her, because she would just lock on, like and fucking rip and tear.
Yeah.
And so I would just have to grab her until she would pass out, and then she'd piss everywhere, and then she'd fucking come to, but she would let go, and that probably happened like at least half a dozen times, if not more.
That's so fucking crazy, having to choke out an animal like that. But
well, and because it was scary, because like I would hate having to do it, but obviously I don't want her to kill my mom's dog,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get her off, and you're choking your own dog, which you're just hoping that she lets go before that happens.
Yeah.
But she would basically get so worked up, and it would only be like 10 seconds, like you would choke her out, and she would just like the carotid artery would probably just, in lack of oxygen to the brain, she'd go out, piss everywhere, and then she'd like come to, and then by that time Maddie's fucking bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
Or Millie. But yeah, but I mean, if I was being attacked, it would, man. I mean, that's why they have like just deterrents and sticks and pepper spray, like when you go on walks for stray dogs. I mean, that shit happens, dude. People get fucking mauled to death.
Oh yeah, man. Dude. When I cut my finger and I had to go to the ER, I didn't need to, but it was like, you probably should go at least get it checked out, see if it needs stitches. The dude next to me, he was probably like 18 or 19, and the ER was packed. Like I'm pretty sure I saw a dead person.
And
but
you're there for a fucking
yeah,
a
I was there to get
hangnail?
my fucking finger glued back together. But I had to get a tetanus shot, so that was good. I was due. We were sitting there waiting, and we were both waiting for tetanus shots because he had been bit by a dog.
Oh fuck!
And the doctor came out and he's like, "All right, man. Do you know if
yeah, you were telling me about this kid.
yeah?" He's like, do you know if this dog had its rabies shots?" He's like, "I don't know. I was just walking by and it bit me." And he goes, "You were just walking by and the dog bit you?" And he's like, "Well, it was like And so he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you need to go back and find out if this dog has rabies." He's like, he's going through the whole process, and the kid's just like,
he was like, wasn't very smart. This kid.
no,
Like,
no, not at all. So he's like, the doctor's like, or the nurse or whatever's like, "Okay, man, like we'll give you the tetanus shot or whatever, but you need to figure out if you need to come back and get rabies shots."
Right.
And he goes, "I never learned my lesson." And the nurse guy just kind of goes, "So yeah, we'll call you when your shot's ready." And just kind of like looked at me like,
Why do you have to get a tetanus if a dog bites you?
because I think he got scraped by the fence.
Oh, okay.
And then he also didn't know the last time he had his tetanus shot.
Did you know when last time you had your tetanus?
I knew I had probably had one in 10 years.
For what?
I don't know. But
Did you when you went on like your cruises and shit? Did you have to do any of that stuff?
no,
Like when you
that's like if you go to like Malaysia or like
okay.
into like Africa, you gotta do like all those
Yeah,
crazy
okay.
shots. But so yeah, the doctor, the nurse guy leaves, and he's just like, "Fuck, man, never learned my lesson." I was like, "Hey, man, I think rabies shots hurt hella bad too."
It's like a long ass needle.
Yeah, and he goes, "For reals?" And I was like, "Yeah, and I think they go into your stomach." And he's like, "Damn." And I was like, "And I think there's multiple ones you got to do." And he's like, "Fuck, Holmes," or didn't say homie. I shouldn't say that. But he's like, "Don't say stuff like that." I was like, "Sorry, man." And then we just sat there for like 20 minutes not talking to each other, and then he got called back for our
You
tetanus
just fucking
shots.
scared the shit out of him, and then just
Yeah,
went radio silent after that.
yeah. He was like 19, but
Yeah, well.
yeah, it was. That
Gotta
sucked.
learn your
But
lesson.
yeah, yeah. I think I could. I wouldn't have a problem taking a dog for sure, unless it was like a Doberman Pinscher. Those are just intimidating looking,
Yeah,
or like
like
a.
Snoop Dogg in that video where he turns into a Doberman.
Oh yeah. What's my name? Or no, is that Doggy Dog World? That's one of them.
I don't know.
Oh, we got a lot of props on our rap discussion from last week.
From
Shout out to Andrew Leisure. He was saying that last episode got him pumped up to listen to rap music.
Oh, okay.
Send me a screenshot.
See, there you go.
Fact check. It was the Whisper song that we were talking about from the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, so there was a whisper song.
Yeah.
Not the whistle while you twerk.
Well, there was that, but then
Okay.
there was also, "Wait do you see my dick?"
Oh yeah,
That one,
okay.
yeah, which is great. I went back and listened to it. But yeah, shout out to Ronnie D's at Ronnie D's on Instagram.
At 12 Volt Villains also.
At 12 Volt Villains. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so I get a lot of shit for saying this, but I think I could take a giraffe.
Yeah, no, I don't think you could.
I think it could. And-
Giraffes fucking like 2 stories tall, bro.
That's fine.
Have you seen how they fight?
Yeah, I have. They swing their necks.
Yeah.
But full body charge, tackle into a kneecap.
They take out a leg.
Take out its legs, get it down, and then just choke it out.
You can't choke, dude. Those fucking, their hides, their necks are so fucking thick. You're not choking out a giraffe.
Choke out a giraffe.
No.
I will fuck up a giraffe. That's about it. Like in the wild kingdom, of all the animals, would be a giraffe I would take.
If he doesn't fucking see you coming and just stomp you out when you try to go for that kneecap and trample you and him and his fucking 12
but I think
homies.
You could move quicker that he couldn't keep up.
He's just gonna fuck. He's got 4 of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, but he can't keep up if he's going like that.
Why?
You just run around him.
Dude, he can lick his asshole. You think he can't see where you're going?
Graphic. I don't know. I feel like I could take a giraffe. I remember we were at the zoo not that long ago, and I was like, I could probably take that thing down.
No. I mean, you'd have to like sneak attack it, like be up in a tree, hop down onto it, and then like just fucking gouge its eyes, and then like, yeah,
Ride it.
Yeah, ride it.
No, I think you would just take its legs out, full body tackles, drop kicks right to the kneecaps, drop them. Their legs aren't that thick.
Did you see? I think it was like 2 months ago. There was this video that went viral. This dude was hiking. I forget. I don't know if it was in California. He was up in some mountains, and a fucking mom cougar. It was a cougar, a mountain lion. I think those are kind of the same things.
Like an older, attractive lady?
Yeah. This MILF just fucking just came out of nowhere.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you have any Chardonnay?
It was like he came up, like stumbled across these like cubs, and the mom was like basically stalking him, and he just kept walking backwards super slow, and it for like 30 minutes tracked him, and it like kept coming at him.
Oh,
and, like,
I think I did see this.
it was like like he would like, and finally he threw a rock and it like scared it away. But like
after a half hour.
yeah, after a half hour, and because all he had was like a water bottle and his phone, and he just recorded it the whole time. And he was just like, "Come on, man." He's like, "Come on, just go away. Just come on, man. Just don't. Not today. Like, just don't do this to me. Like, come on." He's like, "Fuck. Why do I have to come out here today?" He's like, "God damn it." He's like, "Come on, man." And then the thing would like charge at him. He's like, come on, man." He's like, step back. And then finally threw a rock. But man, like, I don't know if you could take a cougar because they're small.
Anything with claws.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking just tear you to shreds.
I had this conversation with Rusty when I was in Oregon, and he was like, "A bobcat? You could totally get a bobcat." And I was like, "Dude, if that thing's declawed, yeah, you can take a bobcat declawed, but not a full blown claws out angry bobcat. Those things are fucking you up, dude." We saw, we were at the cabin one time, and a bear ran across, and we didn't really see it; we just heard it, and it was easily 50 yards, and it still was like, "All right, I'm ready to go."
Yeah,
like I want to get out of here.
Well, like anytime you're like hiking in areas where you can't see around certain like bends, or if you're on a trail and shit, you're supposed to just make a ton of fucking noise. Like
I always just bring a boombox.
There you go. Yeah, but it's when you fucking come up on something and startle it, that's when you're fucked, because then it's like
then now it's fighting for its life.
It's like, oh fuck, what are you? Who are you?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I think it's gonna shut off soon.
Oh, all right, I'll get it. We should probably mention that there's a 3D.
Oh yeah, we will.
Or a 360 camera.
Yeah, but I feel like anytime there's something with claws, you're gonna be fucked. Dude, I was watching stuff on like I can't remember what it was called. It's like that Instagram account, Nature is Metal, where they have a bunch of animals attacking each other.
Okay.
But they had crazy footage of like a leopard chasing a gazelle, and it was insane, just nuts, and like they were just switching back and forth. So,
have you seen the one like where that gator pulls in like a water buffalo, or a crocodile pulls in a water buffalo, and then like the herd fucking like comes to its help and like.
So is that the battle at Kruger?
Maybe, yeah.
So supposedly that's the first YouTube video ever uploaded onto YouTube.
No, I heard the first video was a dick joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be even better.
And it was by the guy who started YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I've watched that one. It's like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I've watched it all the way through though.
Yeah, that one's intense. But if anybody's wondering, this is a 3D camera right 360. Here. 360 camera.
So you'll be able to look all around when watching this, and it'll be just like you're sitting in on the fucking podcast with us.
So
just a little experiment, trying something new.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, so we'll probably release that one as its own type of thing. So how's your week been going? Have a good week?
Yeah, I mean it's Sunday, but
it's the Lord's Day.
No, I mean just trying to finish. Yeah, just really been trying to finish that humidor because I told him about a month, but like with December being kind of crazy, and then just I kind of got not sidetracked, but just set back a little bit. So it's gonna be probably another week or so.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Like we were talking earlier, like I wouldn't even know how to start making a humidor, but I would like to get into cigars, I think.
Dude, I saw his collection. I don't know if they're even all going to fit in there.
Oh, really?
Like, he has a ton. Like, I didn't realize he was that big of a collector or aficionado.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're talking about a friend of ours, Ron. Pete's building a humidor for him out of a grandfather clock. And yeah, he's constantly posting about new cigars coming in. And
right.
I guess they keep.
Well, he's like, man, he's like, I hope you hurry up and finish that thing. Cause he's just happened to keep them in like Tupperware and Ziploc bags and stuff. And like, you can bring them back. But I mean, I don't know if they're real fucking expensive ones or whatever, they're probably, you don't want to leave those out for too long.
Yeah. I know that like a cheap cigar sucks cause I've smoked those, but like, I don't know anything about like a good cigar.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would just think, kind of tobacco, like how much difference can there really be?
I think that's how they're rolled, the type of like leaf it's rolled in, all that stuff. I did go to a cigar and scotch party one time with our brother-in-law, and it was neat. It was kind of cool. They're like, oh, this cigar pairs with this scotch and all that shit, and you're just like, oh, okay, whatever.
It's like wine tasting and shit, people get into that.
Yeah, it was fine. But yeah, it definitely got to the point where guys are like, yeah, and this one will burn this way, and this is how you cut this one. And I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, you can definitely get into it. There's that bar downtown, Stogie's. It's a cigar bar, but it's also a bar.
Is it still there?
Oh, I don't know. But we used to go to it back in the day. And yeah, people would just kind of like cigar snobs, if you will. And they had kind of like a glass humidor along the wall that you would just open up.
Yeah, it's a cool look. I think cigars are a cool look. Like especially like if you're watching like Sopranos and Tony Soprano's just smoking a cigar. It looks cool.
They take a long time to smoke though. Like a cigar could take a good, like guys will light them up at the beginning of a golf game, and by the time they're done 18 holes, 4 hours later they're still smoking on it.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to like break the ash off, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that's something. I don't know. It's kind of funny how like that's more acceptable than a cigarette is, if that makes sense.
I guess because it's more like a special occasion type thing, like you're not smoking it daily. I mean, I guess people probably do, but
I'm pretty sure Tony Soprano smokes cigars daily. Well, yeah, and cigarettes have like 499 chemicals in them.
Yeah, but cigars don't.
No, I think cigars are just straight tobacco.
Right.
And weed.
I mean, I guess
weed. I think
they don't process the leaves the same because those are like the hand rolled ones. Those are probably just made like with just hand cut tobacco out. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something we should get into.
No, I just quit smoking like 5 years ago, dude. So my lungs are already still fucked up.
How long did you smoke for? Like 5 years?
I smoked like off and on. Like I never really liked it. It was more just like habitual. Like anytime I was in the car, I wanted one, or like socially, like out with friends drinking or whatever. And then when I was down in San Diego, of course, everybody there smoked. So that was, it's kind of hard to quit then. Yeah, I probably like smoked, yeah, I would say probably off and on for like 8 years, but probably like, yeah, about 5 was like
Damn.
pretty regularly.
And it's a suppressant too. Like a lot of people will use it like if they are like trying to quit doing something, or if they're I've heard it like suppresses not feelings.
It's a stimulant.
Stimulant, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. So, yeah, it's one thing I'm pretty glad I never got into was cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say like, "Oh, you know, it's worse than heroin trying to quit." I've done both, and I could say that's really bullshit. But I mean, I guess I know like our sister has tried to quit, and like it's been a really like hard fought battle for her, you know. And some people, it's just
yeah. I mean, some people. I remember like hearing people like, "Oh, I've quit like 4 years ago, and I still want one." You're like, Jesus.
Well, even like I would ask Dad once in a while, like, "Do you ever still crave a cigarette?" And he's like, "Yeah," like especially like if you like smell one or you know. But to me, it's gross. Like my neighbor smokes, and you know, it'll come into the house sometimes, and it just fucking dude.
I was talking to some dude. I rarely. I mean, I see people smoking cigarettes, but I had my mask on. Dude, it got into my mask. It was fucking terrible. It was disgusting. Just threw that thing. It was it was an N95 mask too. I threw it away.
Jesus. But yeah, I mean, now they have like all that vaping shit and all that. But I guess
Which the verdict's still out on a lot of that stuff. Like, there's the whole like, oh, well, it's better than a cigarette. It's like, really?
From what I don't know if it's just the propaganda. You know, the commercials you see. Like, I guess there's like a lot of heavy metals in those things that people like. You can be vaping and like inhaling,
just taking in some Slayer, Metallica,
yeah, some fucking Pantera. But
dude, I turned a 16-year-old onto Pantera recently.
A 16-year-old?
Yeah, not to go off track, but pretty proud of myself.
16-year-old.
Don't worry about it, bro. New year, new me.
Okay.
No, we went over to our sister Jen's house on Christmas Day, and ended up needing a ride home, and there was one of their daughters' friends. He's 16, so he drove me home, and then their daughter drove my truck home. So we were driving home, and he's like, "Yeah, I like heavy music." And I was like, "Oh,
heavy music?"
Yeah. I was like, "Okay, Mom." I was like, "Oh, like what?" And he was like, "I like System of a Down." I was like, "Oh, they're cool." And I was like, "Have you ever heard Pantera?" And he's like, "No, I never have." So we put it on. And like 5 minutes later, he was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're fucking great."
Where you been?
Yeah. Where you? Oh, you were not even alive when they were still a band. So, but yeah, no, I was pretty pumped on that. So,
oh, there you go.
But yeah, as far as like the vaping thing goes, I don't know. Like, oh, it smells good. It smells better than a cigarette.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't smell at all, and like they got all these flavors and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it can be pretty bad. A lot of kids were, I don't know. It's kind of becoming like the thing, like in high school, and yeah, especially or even like junior high. A lot of younger kids, but some kids have like died from it. Like it fucks you up that much.
Yeah. That was. I know Katie bought one to quit smoking, and she's like she'll just smoke when she's drinking, and then. But it takes her like a month to go through a whole pack of cigarettes.
Right.
Or like a month and a half. But she did buy like one of the vape things, and I hit it like once or twice, and it was like the full
well, yeah,
on,
and like you can control on some of them like how much tobacco or nicotine you're ingesting and stuff. Like, yeah, they can be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And the clouds you blow out too are just huge.
Dude, those are my favorite though. Like when you're driving and you just see a giant cloud of vape come out of somebody's car, making ghosts, making ghosts. Flute. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
But I've heard of also too. I've actually talked to I forget where it was. I talked to this one dude. He said the battery blew up. He had one in his pocket, and it fucking like blew the top tip of his thumb off. The battery exploded. Oof. Yeah, and he had his hands in his pocket around his vape, and the battery exploded and like blew the tip of his finger off.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I knew that they would get hot. Like there was an issue with like the coils inside of them getting really hot. So.
Well, and because it's like those lithium-ion batteries, which are really like what your cell phones. Like cell phones can do that too. But yeah, I guess they can just randomly, spontaneously explode.
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. Did you ever chew?
Yeah, that was the thing I picked up too down in San Diego. And for those who don't know, I went to a 9-month rehabilitation for substance abuse. And down in the program there, that was kind of like the big thing because you couldn't obviously smoke inside. And when you first are there, you're on a 2-month restriction, which means you can't leave to outside. So you would have people go to the store for you. And so basically you're sitting in the TV room, all your time off, you're just sitting in the TV room playing spades and hearts and cards or
Call
whatever.
of Duty.
No, because you can't have phones, you can't have any of that shit. And pinochle and things like that. So you're playing like all these fucking old lady card games, or prison card games. And then you're just dipping. But what was so gross was that people would just leave their dip cups on the table down, and then people would kick them over because they'd sit on the couch. Then there'd just be spilt fucking chalk.
This is a pretty Ron heavy episode because he would do that shit. He would leave his dip around our house. Ron.
Oh.
He would leave his spit things around the house and or in a car or something like that. And
it fucking stinks.
I've tried it a few times. I thought the pouches were way easier, but it's such a crazy sensation.
I remember one summer in high school, me and Mike Augusto worked at JVG, the warehouse, sorting pallets.
Yeah,
and we both were on our lunch break, went and got a pack of some sour apple skull, the pouches, and threw them in after lunch. And both within 5 minutes, we were so lightheaded, just fucking, I don't know. I think he started puking. But yeah, it's a weird rush. Your heart starts beating, and especially if you don't do it all the time.
Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't do it, and then randomly, last summer, not this 2020, but maybe the summer before, I was heading out to go to the cabin to work on it. And I was buying beer, and I was like, "Oh, I'll try some of that." And I bought the pouches. And I was like, I'm not going to try it until I get there because I'm not going to do it while I'm driving. Flying off of Highway 50. So I get there and I put it in, and it instantly was just a burning sensation.
Yeah.
And then it was you just start really drooling. And then it just kind of was
I need a cup.
Yeah. It was this kind of sucks. But then I found myself wanting to do it. I wasn't that bad. I'll do another one. I had the whole hand slap thing down. So I did it a few times. I think I maybe bought 2 packs and never finished either one of them.
Oh.
But but people were dude, it's terrible for you.
Oh yeah.
Our neighbor, he was I did it for years, and he's I don't ever want to go back to it. And
so you can get a fucking callus and shit that builds up on your gums.
Dude, I knew a guy that would do it, and it was a full on knot that the dude would have in his pocket, in his mouth. And you're just come on, man,
Oh, when he would put the dip in? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just he's hey, keep it in the freezer. I'm
why?
I guess it keeps it fresh. So, yeah, I don't know. But
what's the one that comes in the pouch? Is that Red Man? The big, the Big League Chew, but it comes in the pouch, not the can.
The bag of it? Yeah, it's Red Man. And then there's, I think Kodiak is what I was rocking with the pouches.
And that's big, leaves. It's not shredded fine. It's big,
The Red Man?
One of those are Kodiak, isn't it?
I
mean, you're the fucking...
I'm the expert on chew here. I don't know.
I thought one of them was a big, big strands. It's cut leaves almost. It's not a real fine snuff
Big
powder.
League Chew?
Kind. I mean, it's not bubblegum, but it's leaves.
Well, I know that they have the super fine stuff.
Snuff?
Is that what that is? Where you just put it...
snort it?
Oh, no, that's Coke. No, I've Skull is the shredded stuff, and then that's what you kind of ball up and put in your mouth. And then I think Kodiak is what I had that was just the pouches. There were these little pouches. But yeah, I think the Red Man is the legit cowboy shit. So
yeah, I remember
I'm sure somebody will let us know.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot that we're incorrect about.
Yeah.
But no, I think snuff is just it's pure nicotine, and you can just put it in they have these
a key. There's a little key bump of nicotine.
Well, it is a little a bullet fucking thing. You just but it's supposed to, I don't know.
Well, nicotine isn't bad for you. Nicotine,
no, right.
It's everything else.
It's a stimulant.
It's the formaldehyde. It's the fucking
the tar and all that shit.
Yeah, and the fiberglass.
Mm-hmm.
That is that's what's bad for you. So
when they put that in there to like to cut your lip so the nicotine will get into your system, right?
What are you saying? There's a big plan to keep people addicted to chewing tobacco?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Because that's the truth.
No, I don't know. That's what I've always heard. But
I don't know. I never really thought about why they would have fiberglass, but it would make sense if it cuts your lungs and your lips. That way, dude, this is fucking. We're getting.
I thought the fiberglass was in the dip, not cigarettes.
No, it's in cigarettes.
Oh, really?
I think there's a lot of it in cloves, like the Dijon's or whatever.
Right. Who was it? Somebody got a lung infection really bad from those. I think it was my buddy. Yeah, those things fucked him up, and because he was smoking like cigarettes.
Yeah, and I think they didn't stop making them, but they've
you can't get regulated or something.
I don't know. We have a friend that smokes them still.
Oh, really?
But they don't sell them at like liquor stores or wherever you go to buy cigarettes.
They're delicious.
They smell fantastic. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one. I think I've maybe smoked like 5 cigarettes in my life, dipped maybe like 5 times. And yeah, that's it. I don't really. Cigarettes are just gross. Like
I said, I don't like people who say they crave one after being quit for so long, but I smell them and it grosses me out.
Dude, I remember I went to a bar when I lived in Oakland, and you could smoke inside, and I had to throw those clothes away.
Oh, really?
Because it was like,
wash them?
No, you couldn't. I remember washing them, just being like, yeah, they still reek. So I do think that should be left up to the owner of the establishment if people can smoke inside, though. Maybe not a restaurant, but a bar.
Yeah.
Like if I owned a bar, like a cool old bar, just be like, there's a smoking section. Like you go over there. Mm-hmm. There is one in Sacramento that actually has a smoking section. It's like an outside covered patio, but you just walk through a sliding glass door.
Oh, well, because I mean, as long as it's stated and people are aware, then and if you don't like it, then you just don't go to that bar.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's like, I don't know. That's how anything goes in life, right? Like, hey, I don't like that person's opinion. Instead of attacking that person, just fuck that person. That person's dumb.
No,
I'm not
somebody will go and write a petition and get the bar shut down because that there's smoking in it or whatever.
Yeah. So, I guess that's pretty good. We did a 45-minute episode. It seems to be like our kind of our level. So yeah, we have the 3D camera on this one. We're still working on getting a clip up.
I mean, I could definitely put the Cyndi Lauper one up. I mean,
or like I was talking about, like the ones we had talked about, us talking about them on the podcast, and then if we're able to edit it into or you're able to edit it in. So
no, I definitely can.
So yeah, did we learn anything on this episode?
What did that dude say at learn your lesson? Be sure to learn your lesson. He said, "I never learned my lesson." The guy
Don't be touching dogs, random dogs,
or antagonizing them.
Yeah, antagonizing, especially dogs that are behind a fence. Mm-hmm. I think we're both going to start smoking cigars.
Right.
We're going to get way into them. And Red Man.
Steve's going to try to go up against a giraffe. We're going to try to set that up. To do it live here on Mom Is Going to Be Pissed.
Yeah, that'll be on our Patreon. Could we do a live YouTube?
Yeah.
And it'll stay on the page?
Yeah, and it's live. I mean, people can watch it with us live.
I was just thinking of different ways to, I don't know.
And those are cool, too, because there's a thing called Super Chat where if people want to ask us questions, they can send us a Super Chat, which they pay to do that. Oh. So then...
Dude, there's going to be 2 people that do that. Maybe 3.
Well, right. But I was watching this... there's this Friday Live woodworking podcast. Mm-hmm. It's this husband and wife, and they did a Christmas giveaway. There was like 4,000 people watching live, and then they were just getting like $20 super chats like every fucking 30 seconds. So people were just sending them. Like they must have got like at least 10 grand that episode, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
So the next episode will be a super chat.
Except you have to have 1,000 subscribers before that can be activated.
I think we're at 33. So we're getting there, guys. New year, new us.
Right.
So
be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Yep. Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes. There's a whole bunch of them. I get emails. Instagram. Mom is going to be pissed on Instagram.
Of course, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, obviously. So cool. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks a lot. Check out the 360 camera right here.
Yeah, we'll post it up simultaneously.
Yeah, we'll
with
figure
the other
that one out.
So
cool. All right.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, everybody.